Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Lucid, and we're jumping back into our game with Xibalba on Lucid's Atlas map. And it's turn 7. And so far, expansion has just been going wonderfully. But get ready for some shit, because, yeah, this is a shitty turn. We all live in a yellow submarine. Has anything more true ever been said? Really? We had a few units die during a long flight. Their little baddie wings broke off. And we have a battle. This is versus the Blood Vines, the Dark Vines, and the Bloodhinge Druids. Now, if, and this is basically almost guaranteed to happen because we have so many squads, if all of our squads go on the back and kill these guys, we're gonna win pretty easy. If we get very unlucky and they get all tangled up on these guys in the front, while these guys spam and cast spells on us in the back, then all of these guys over here are completely fucked. Come to me. Do not go on the people in the front. Scorpions closing in. Oh, and there they go. The bat swarm. Okay, they've got some little sleep cloud action going on. But bats don't give a fuck. Okay, and now, already one guy has dissolved. And they're gonna kill him in a hurry. They have a shit ton of HP, but not terribly much protection. And that is it. As they are gone, and this actually turns out to be a very easy battle. Now coming down here, we have a different battle. So here we have 3 commanders, and unfortunately everybody's in a very tight formation. Now, if they spread out a little bit more and we snipe all their commanders, we'll kind of be okay, but unfortunately their commanders, like, these guys are actually the ones now in the back, so actually I think we're fucked. Oh, but we just jump. This is just gonna be a massacre, guys. It's not enough. Scorpions haven't closed, but even that, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just some shit. I wonder what should we do versus these guys in the future? I think we need to, A, just bring way more. I wonder how, they're probably getting a lot of repels. No, they're actually just getting a lot of shield blocks, is what they're getting. And now we're all routing. I think we actually... Some of their guys are routing, but it didn't matter. So, yeah, I think it was just... These guys are just thick. It wasn't even repel. They're just blocking shit with their shield, etc. And now they're gonna poke through all my scorpions. Yeah, we got completely wrecked. Completely wrecked. This is the risky run with bad expansion. And if you look at it, one way to look at it is we need twice as many at least, and we weren't even close to that. So this turned out to be 44. The scouting report when I sent them in said 30, but if I was paying attention, I don't think I was. It said 60 the turn before. So I should have known it was higher, like 40 something. And then this is just clearly not enough. This is just not enough. We need way, way more. Way, way more. We did kill some, so they're gonna be softened up, but hopefully they're softened up for us and not for somebody else. And unfortunately we have an event where forest trolls decide to come over and say hi. And unfortunately for me, I put like 6 PD in here, which is not going to be enough. Yeah, okay. I think they just murder their way through everybody. So we are down an expansion party. We are down a province, but we got 1 province. So obviously this is effing horrible. The only good thing is we have sealed off a border with these guys. Now, they are not very happy with us being here. So in Discord, we have a little Diplo back and forth, and we are negotiating over getting it. And I'm like, dude, look, I'm stuck over here. I need some freaking land. And he's like, dude, I'm stuck over here. I need land. And I'm like, dude, you have literally all this to yourself. And he's like counting it out. We're like counting it out. And he's like, well, like, I'm not going to be able to get to 14 or whatever. And I'm like, oh, you can get to 14. So to get 14, we're all going to have to get a candle too. You're not just going to like get 14. But anyway, he can get close. He can get to like 12 or 13 with me keeping these borders, but we end up negotiating that one of us is going to get one of these thrones. So I think he gets the throne in this, and I get this and this throne. So I think the negotiation we came to. They'll have to check. I may have agreed to get this one, but this one's going to be contested by whoever's down here, because this is another starting location. So you can see we're all pretty cozy. So that's that. We're gonna go send this is a pretty valuable province because I can get Batab out of it. We are basically gonna send a goon squad over to go knife these forest trolls. Meanwhile, because we can't really do much, we definitely can't take this yet. We're gonna take these guys and go just murk these commanders, and we're gonna take some of our dudes and bring them back home. We're also going to be moving our scorpions in position to potentially take the swamp out. Because scorpions are going to be pretty key versus all this heavy cav. So anyway, we're doing that. We're moving these guys here. These guys are probably, because they can't make it all the way down here, I don't think, from here to here, they're probably going to come in and knife these cav next turn with these guys. And what I'm recruiting here is a shit ton of scorpion, a scorpion trainer, and another, and a priest. And just, it's nice to have a priest. And yeah, we are going to, next turn, run into here with a shit ton of scorpion. And hopefully a couple of other of these guys. Here's the guy who bounced off this province, so he's gonna come pick up some of the bats who ran. And yeah, then we'll run back in. So that is it for this turn. Let's go to turn 8. Whoops. Sorry, 1 second. And we are back. Apparently I ran out of memory error, which is kind of weird, but such things happen. Turn 8, message from Pelagia. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. And then we have, I kind of dig those. The little short things where it's not like a weird accent thing that I have to read. It's kind of nice little interludes starting things off. Here we're just murking some commanders. Okay, this is our our forest troll knife squad. And they're definitely killing some bats, but we're killing them pretty fast. So we only lose 6, which, you know, I'd rather would have expanded somewhere rather than take a province back, but anyway, I can't complain too much, I guess. Okay, so now where are we going? Well, these guys are pretty mobile, which is nice. So we're gonna go ahead and send them here. We're gonna send these guys here, and then we're gonna take these guys and send them here. We're gonna take these guys, and we're gonna send these guys here, and then we're gonna take these guys, and we're gonna send them here also. We're gonna take these guys, and we're gonna send these guys here also. Something like this, and then we're gonna script them. I've already got, I mean, obviously the turn done, but we're gonna put them something like so. Do a little hold and attack rear action. We're gonna forward position. Well, it will look something like this. All right, hold and attack rear. A bunch of dudes gonna just jump on and knife these Ekdromos, and we have to take this. If we don't take this turn, we're kind of fucked. We can see Hinam is expanding down here. He's got some light Avite infantry and charioteers, a very good expansion squad for Hinam. We're gonna bump this PD up a little bit. And so far we haven't seen any other neighbors. There is cold over here, which actually should be a sign. But I don't think I noticed that sign yet. So anyway, we move out. We roll forth. I think I moved this guy to start preaching up here, spread my dominion up in these parts. And I might bring this guy down here too to do a little bit of spell casting, but I can't remember. Either way, he's gonna wait. This is going to be our first province we're going to build something in because it's very high in population. So I'm actually I may send somebody over here to start building, though that may be the turn after. So let's go ahead and pull up turn 9. Turn 9. A bunch of dudes got injured from flying. No workers' comp, though, in Xibalba. And this was the group that kind of killed me. They're a little bit weaker than before. And we didn't really time it well with our scorpions. I guess they're really slow. And we're kind of still taking just huge losses. When the scorpions show up, things actually end up going a lot better. But yeah, we lost a lot of bats. We lost 15 bats, 10 of our good bats, so not very happy. And we definitely needed to bring all the people we brought. And then here, we are attacking a heavy cav province. So they go running in. They break their lances on our little scorpions. And we run in a rather haphazard fashion, as bats tend to do. But we get the job done. Bat power. So there we go. In Nuclear Monkey Jungles, we have taken it out in Crotus's Crossing, or Crotus's Crossroads. We got an event. We got some Earth Gems, which is certainly better than getting attacked by Forest Trolls, but it's not the kind of event I want. Like, give me that that juicy 600 gold so I can, you know, get a free fort. That would be nice. So we have somebody here, but we don't have enough gold to build a fort yet. And we have bumped into Agartha, which means that Agartha has spawned here. So what we are going to do is we are going to bring the entire goon squad. We're going to take these two guys and we're going to roll them over here. And did I not pick these guys up? What the fuck? Oh no, we had some people run, I think. No, maybe I didn't pick them up. Better have picked them up. We're gonna bring these guys in. We're bringing everybody, all right? Everybody. We're taking these guys, we're putting them on him. Whoever can come, they are all invited. And the reason is because this is a very important province. It's gonna determine whether I get all of this. And there's somebody who spawned here, so there's a high likelihood we bump, especially when it's like early winter. So we're bringing everybody, all right? And they're all holding attack rear. We got a big group of scorpions that are gonna be running in. It's also gonna be cold. I didn't realize it was cold 3, but yeah, it's cold. So bats do not like the cold. So we gotta bring the army. Right, consolidate these guys. Now, what are these idiots gonna do? We're gonna have them walk down here, most likely. Probably will do something like this. I don't remember exactly what I do with my profit, but we're gonna bring them down here, and we want to gun for this before Agartha gets here. But Agartha has 20 Great Elms and some Cavern Guard. And it's very likely, because these guys are going to have river crossing, because they're amphibious, very likely they're going to attack these lizard warriors, and I would really rather have this. We're a death nation, so swamps are pretty valuable to us, but, I mean, they're not as valuable as things that give us money, but, you know, we'll take it. Yeah, I think that's basically it. We may not turn this off this turn. It's about time we turn this shit off, though, like with these guys, but... yeah. We're gonna take these guys, pull them somewhere down here? I'm not sure where they're going. Anyway, these are the battles. I'm not exactly sure. I know the only thing that I can say for sure in terms of like what I'm recruiting and doing is that we're going for this and we're going for this. For recruitment, yeah, I think we're still just cranking out ayats. They're pretty okay with research even in Drain 2, which is what I meant. And they're going to be very good little blood hunters. I'll take all the blood 2s, we'll go blood hunt with them with like a blood 2 with the built-in blood searcher bonus and a sanguine dowsing rod. They are going to be blood hunting like a blood 4. And blood 4s blood hunt extremely well. So there's that. And we're going to hopefully get nap. We've gotten a nap with these guys based on the borders we have. We've got a nap with these guys based on the borders and the agreement we had on the thrones. And we have not met our southern neighbors. But ideally we get a nap with them. Because I don't really want to... Agartha is actually probably going to be my easiest target. And I would rather get, like, one easy target than... yeah, than die horribly to fighting the wrong nation. And I don't even know... Like, I think ideally for me in terms of diplomacy is I do not go to war with these guys, I don't go to war with these guys. I feel these guys out for who they're going to attack, I feel these guys out for who they're going to attack. And I only go to war if these guys are starting to get in other wars. And then this guy's starting to get in another war. And ideally, if they all get into other wars, then I fight Agartha. Because Agartha I'm actually very, very strongly matched up against. Agartha, in terms of their troops... They're very not special. I mean, the troglodytes actually are kind of good against me, but... Like, these guys have really bad stats, so they like, can't hit me. Terribly well. They have very low attack density. They are not terribly well defended. They're kind of well defended, but they're not well enough defended that if they get surrounded by bats, it's not going to be bad fucking news for them. And these are like their best guys. If they're doing these guys with like the mind blasting shit, bats don't care. Bats are going to come and jump all over your shit. So... this is going to be our best matchup. The mages, like, these guys are made to do Earthquake. Bats don't give a shit about Earthquake. Blade Wind will hurt, though. So, we do have to worry about that. We do want to fight them before they get Blade Wind. But... yeah, I don't know. It could go either way. But this is probably going to be one of the better matchups for us. So I don't think we secure a nap with these guys, but the way that it could also roll is that they form an alliance against me and rape the shit out of me because I'm like pinned in between a bunch of people. This is... somebody had said that this map isn't balanced because some people have like far less neighbors than others, and that's probably kind of true. But I mean, that's always going to be the case with non-wraparound maps, kind of. But now other people have more neighbors just through the candles, so it's not quite like that, but... I'm in the middle, so we'll see if we can make it work. We will see if we can make it work. There's a good chance, and if... timing is going to be everything with us. If we get 2v1'd, we can handle it at some points in the game. But if we get 2v1'd before we have some of our key research, we could just potentially get completely wrecked. Okay, so the plan, we're going here. We're preparing to go here. Let's go ahead and pull up the next turn, turn 10. I think turn 11 is my current turn. So we will pull that up and look at it, and then I will be caught up with the game. So we have a battle in Dragon Dreamcatcher, and then we have a subsequent bump with Niflheim. So let us see what happens. Now, bats are not very good in the snow. They are cold-blooded. So we'll actually just look at it. They get 15 encumbrance. And I believe this ticks even without them moving. Oh, maybe it's not the case. Like these guys who are back here? Yeah, so like... Okay, we'll watch it again. This is how painful this is. They don't even have to swing their sword. If they fly back here... Okay, this guy did not swing his sword, but he's at 16 fatigue. None of these guys swung their sword, but their fatigue's really fucking high. So, yeah, we do not want to fight in the cold. Niflheim is like our kryptonite. Our actual kryptonite. And then we're bumping into them. Please tell me it's not the blue divas. Okay, it's not. Is that cold aura? Ooh. If we ran into some of those guys, we'd be in deep shit. But, before we get too excited, it is some Jotun spearmen. So this is a relic of his probably first army. And then a bunch of skin shifters. He's got his prophet here too. And then he's got a Jotun hearse. So he's got 2 leaders. The scout is the prophet. And the nice thing, if we kill them, or even if we just kill the scout, it'll kind of help his dominion push back and we won't have any of that nasty cold stuff over here. But yeah, very, very unexcited about bordering these guys. Extremely unexcited. So these guys are actually kind of quick, so they're running forward and they make it into our little scorpion den. And this actually is kind of perfect. They've all wasted their attacks on the little shitty scorpions in the front. And then the big scorpions, which are actually okay at doing a little bit of damage, they come in on the side. Now, meanwhile, if we come back here, we have completely surrounded their commander squad. And we've got their scout, and the skin shifter, and their commander all right here. So we're gonna kind of zoom out and watch what happens. We'll zoom in a little bit. So this is important. So these guys are just completely tied up with the scorpions while we slowly work our way through them. Now we're almost fatigued out already, which is crazy, but these guys are almost dead. And these guys are just getting munched by the scorpions. If we didn't have the scorpions here, we would be completely toast. But these guys, they also have a fair amount of poison built up on them. So they're taking a fair amount of poison damage every turn. And then we barely managed to kill this skin shifter here. Everybody around him is fatigued out. And this is without any kind of chill aura or anything. This is just the cold. That's why if Illwinter goes up, we're just completely fucked. And then we got these guys. So, kind of a bloody battle. We lost a fair amount of stuff. We lost 30 scorpions, which is not a huge deal. Like, 20 of these don't matter. The 11 big ones, they cost 5 gold each, so they're not free. That's like 50 gold. And then we lost... these guys, what, 9 gold? 10 gold. We lost 100 gold worth of these guys, and then we lost... So let's just say we lost 160 gold. Or, no, 170, 180, counting these. We lost 180 gold worth of stuff, which is not cheap. That's definitely not nothing. But this was a very important province for us to control. And what was the PD type here? Heavy cav, so very good PD type. So as a bottleneck province, I can potentially PD dump it if it looks like he's not going to be happy with me keeping it. And the PD is going to fight much better than my bats will. So that, anyway, that's important. Now, if he has a god, an awake god or something, oh my god. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I mean, I know what I can do. We can do the break first soul, but I'll have to get some blood research done. So I probably need to go ahead and talk to them. Anyway. But on his side, he lost... These guys are 70 gold. And he lost a lot of... He lost 5 of them. So 70 times 5 That is 350 gold. So that ain't cheap. Then these guys are 30 gold. So that's 350 plus 60, so we're at 410. Now we're at 440. And then this guy is, let's say, 500. And then 575, almost 600 gold of stuff. So he lost way more. He lost the province. He lost his profit, who's gonna stop. It's gonna really put a dent on his dominion spread. So anyway, very, very good for us. We got some nature gems, which is nice. We can definitely use nature gems. And then we got one of our heroes. Now, one of the reasons we went luck with Xibalba is Xibalba is a multi-hero nation, meaning we have a lot of heroes we can get a lot of, and I believe this is one of them. Though I could be wrong. Yeah. One second, I'm gonna double check. So, okay, I've got it pulled up, and what you can see is this is the unit we were looking at, but they're actually like carbon copies of each other. It's the same unit, but I guess there's one that's a multi-hero, and there's one that's unique. I don't really actually know how that works, but I assume it's a multi-hero. I think I've gotten multiple in games, and basically you're going to get fire and blood, and then you have a chance to get two more rolls. And they're going to have 5 Sun Guide at the start of fights, which actually is pretty damn good. Yeah, they're Holy 3, which is huge for claiming temples, claiming thrones, because we don't really have a lot of Holy 3s. Yeah, they're just really good. Really good. I think we got the fire random. What did we get? Let's go check. Yeah, we got a fire random on this one. So, yeah, we rolled the fire 3, which actually is really useful because that's going to be our highest fire mage. Yeah, we'll pull up the other units in a minute, but this is going to be our highest fire mage. So it's really nice we got that. We can use him to site search fire really well, and yeah, he's just really good. I think we're going to send him to research for now because I don't really need a ton of fire gems ASAP, but later it will be very nice. And just having a few of these guys running around is going to be awesome. The other one that we get, which is a multi-hero, is this guy, the Stabbing Demon, and he is pretty sick. He causes a little bit of unrest, but he's very, very good in assassinations. He summons 2 Beast Bats and Assassination, which is sick. In addition, he's a Death 1, Blood 2, which is obviously really, really good for assassinations. We can do Imps, we can do Undead, and then he's got 3 attacks, so he can just YOLO and jump in. So anyway, and then Protective Amulet gives him good protection. He totally can melee fight in assassinations, especially if we kit him out to do that. With his little Beast Bat buddies, he can jump in and do a ton of work. And then also I think Lifelong Protection's really good on him. Because basically he's a size 4 unit, so it's going to put 2 size 1 imps in the square with him. And then we don't really need to use his paths to cast stuff. We can just take advantage of this awesome melee, and he'll be able to kill probably super combatant type things if we gear him right. Though potentially he can do that with, well, Leech is not really reliable, but yeah. And then we have a ton of other heroes. A lot of these guys, though, are Reapers. Like, Jaundice Demon is a Reaper. I think there's 2 Jaundice Demons. Why are these the same unit? I guess we get 2 of them, even though they have the same name. Not really totally sure how this works, but anyway. The Demon of Pus is also a Reaper. These guys are not. The Demon of Skull and the Demon of Bones, they're not. But there's at least 2, depending on how many times the Jaundice Demon counts. But there's at least 2 Reapers, which I'll probably just use to fly around enemy territory. Yeah. So anyway, that's basically that. So hopefully we get more, but anyway, I'm very, very happy that we got this guy. Very good to have that, because it's actually... Climbing fire is actually a trick for these guys. If you don't have this particular hero, it's actually very hard to climb fire. Or not very hard, it's very tricky. Because if we look at our units, we can get the Anankwi, which... So let's look at our fire mages. We can get this guy who's never going to be fire 3. He's going to be fire 2. With the fire death booster, he gets up to 3. But with 3, that's not enough to make the fire 4 booster like the hat. So to do this, to get out of this situation, we then have to summon a flame spirit, which means we have to go conjuration. Then we can make a hat, and then put the hat in the booster on him, and then he's fire 5. So it's kind of like an additional step. And yeah, you definitely can't do it with these guys. But yeah, anyway, you can do it with... This guy basically makes it saves you the whole step of getting a flame spirit, because he's basically a flame spirit. So that is very nice. We probably will want to keep him from getting old. So we'll have to figure out how we do that, but potentially we'll do... like, it is definitely worth, at some point, looking to do... either Boots of Youth, if we get Construction 6 super fast, which I'm not sure, I don't think that we will, or... what is it? Why can I not find this? Rituals only... It's not Blood Feast. I thought it was here. It's not Blood Fecundity. Oh, Rejuvenate. Holy shit, it's Blood 6. But anyway, he can do it once we get to Blood 6. It's only B1. So, but for now, he's going to research. We will probably take him around and site search later, though. Just Fire 3 is too good to not have him do that. We're finishing up Construction 4, going for Conjuration 2. Is that right? So let's think about our research priorities. So I probably should go... Construction 4, I think I need to go Blood 3 after this. That'll at least give me some things I can do if people rush me. I need to have the bats. But if I want to do communions... Let's see, what is going construction? Okay, Conjuration 2 gets me scorpions, which could be good. It gets me... nothing really useful here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we want to go... I mean, this would be kind of good to get the Sacred Scorpions. But I don't really want to waste mage turns on that. I think we're going to go Blood 3. After Construction 4. We need to get air income. We've got air income of 1. The next time I get an air random, we're going to forge... I need to get... We need to make some of these, too. As soon as we get our expansion done, we are going to immediately get blood hunting so that we can do some imps and then start getting ready to have our first Anankwi. Because if we get rushed by Niflheim, if we don't have Anankwi, we're going to get basically wrecked. And I don't want to go too heavy into them. I would much rather focus on research and stuff, but we're going to need at least 20. Like, we have to get 20 Anankwi pretty soon. Otherwise, like 20 Anankwi plus a PD dump can stop a lot of rushes, but if we don't have that, we're going to be in some shit. Gonna be in some real shit. Says this guy has units, but he doesn't. Anyway, he's gonna site search. These guys are gonna patrol. The reason is we might be able to kill these barbs, but it's a little sketchy. I want to outnumber them, and this could be 30 barbs. If it's 30, and we only have 30, then that's not going to be a good trade, even with some scorpions. So And then I have no idea. I haven't tested how many we're going to need to kill 8 troglodytes. I don't think there's more than 8. We've gotten like a lot of scouting reports. It's like probably like 6 to 9. So, but 6 to 9 trogs are fucking scary. So I don't know how many we need, but if I have the wrong number, I just like completely lose that whole party. And I can't really afford to do that. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to send everybody down here, like a huge goon squad. We're going to build up a fair amount of dudes in our cap. We've switched now to getting the Sun Guide, because if we get attacked by Niflheim, we are desperately going to need some hard-hitting guys to punch through them before everybody falls asleep. Is basically what it is. The other option is if we think we're going to get rushed by Niflheim, they're not going to be super high protection. We could start shitting out Xibalba scorpions, and they're not cold-blooded, and they're going to be much better at fighting Niflheim than I am. So we'll need to reach out to Niflheim and kind of make peace and see what's going on. But that is basically it for this turn. We're going to have a battle here. Otherwise, really no battles. We're patrolling and getting ready to attack this. I'm kind of just building up troops here for running in. What we're probably going to do actually is attack the trogs, and then we'll come over here and attack this, because like the guys here are not going to be in range of this, and we're probably going to just doomstack one thing through over here. And only split up as it looks really easy. Because I don't want to take losses at, like, my borders are basically already established, and now I just want to minimize losses as I take the rest of my territory. I mean, possibly the Ocean Nation can come up here and take some of this, but we're probably not going to let them. So, anyway. That is that. And it's turn 10. So I guess we'll call it. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.